Welcome to Park Live, for all you need to know ahead of Saturday's match against Cheltenham.
Free kick by Randall Williams in towards the near post and flicked on and in. By Sydney now, Randall Williams has spun the offside trap. Williams for three, lifted over the keeper, and it is 3-0 to Exeter City, and it's a terrific finish from Randall. An opportunity for Martin. Oh, Williams scored!
At the far post, and then the shot's gone in. A real bobbler.
Williams overcomes the cross, and it's 2-0. It's Lee Martin who snapped it past the goalkeeper to make the point safe.
We've recalled some players back from loan deals out with non-league clubs due to some injuries we've had over the past few weeks, but Matt says that will be no excuse ahead of Saturday's game.
It's probably the worst it's been since my time as manager at the football club, but there's nothing we can do about it. If we get stronger from this point on in terms of bodies coming back and being available, then that's a bonus, but this is hopefully the lowest we'll be.
Yeah, a chance for a few of those players on the fringes of the squad to put their hand up and step in.
Yeah, definitely. In terms of a couple of loan players, we've had to recall them as well, just to make the numbers up on the bench this weekend, so it shows how short we are. But no excuses going into this weekend's game. Two teams near the top end of the table competing at the right place, and a game you've got to be excited about, regardless of availability or injuries, suspensions and all that stuff. Leading the team out last Saturday was academy product Archie Collins. He touched on what a proud moment it was for him and for his family watching.
Pretty surreal, to be honest with you. It was very unexpected with all the experienced players we got on the team. So for Matty to pull me and say that, I was overwhelmed really.
And as an Exeter City Academy product, how proud of a moment was it for you to lead the team out at Cambridge?
One of the proudest moments, definitely. The feeling of leading the boys out was surreal, and to see my family witness it as well was like a really, really proud moment. Saturday's match, as it's the closest to November the 11th, will be Exeter City's remembrance service. There'll be a minute's silence before the game. There'll also be wreaths laid by both teams and a collection for the Royal British Legion. Hello, and we're here with Head of Ticketing Retail, Alan Hay. I just wanted to, before we get on to Saturday's game against Cheltenham, just touch on a few things that you might have in the shop leading up to Christmas. Obviously, it's going to be a very cold day on Saturday. I've got this nice new coat, which is one of the lines. What else have you got in the shop?
Yeah, expertly modelled there, Simon. We have a full range of beanies, bobble hats, touch-screen gloves. We've got the new coat. We've got the kids' version as well in stock. Lots of different types of scarves. We're starting to roll out Christmas present type ideas and products as well. So yeah, lots in the shop, and it's all available on the website as well, the shop exclusive website. So if you can't make it to the ground of the game, then you can buy online and we'll send it out to you.
Also want to mention this book which has just come out this week, which will also be in the club shop. It's Steve Perriman's autobiography, A Spur Forever, My Life as a Lily White and Blue. I've had a chance to read a section of this book towards the end. Obviously it's a great gift for Tottenham fans, because it's a lot about Steve's career. Obviously a really one of Tottenham's greatest ever players, cup winning captain, UEFA Cup winning captain, but also the last chapter deals with his 17 years at Exeter City, which is some fascinating times. Have you had a chance to read the book, Alan?
I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, it's obviously, as you say, 17 years is not an insignificant amount of time at any one club, and obviously had an impact in terms of setting standards and helping the club at a time when it was at one of its lowest ebbs. A man who wanted things done the right way and done properly. So yeah, I'm sure it's an interesting read. We've got a lot of new books in the shop as well for people looking for Christmas ideas. Obviously the history of St James Park has just come out, which was funded by the Trust. And along with that, another fantastic Christmas present idea if you're looking for something for the City fan in your life and you're not sure what to get them.
Excellent. We'll now move on to Saturday's game, Cheltenham.
Yeah.
Come here on reasonable good form, but then so did Forest Green and Plymouth, didn't they?
We seem to only play teams at the top of the table at the moment at home, so that's certainly helping gates and helping interest. But yeah, another tough. They've been here already for the leasing.com. We won 1-0, but they I think with a better team on the night, or they certainly probably deserved a draw in my opinion. So yeah, another tough game, but I think we'd all take a scrappy 1-0 like we did against Forest Green.
Also a few injury worries, but that gives a chance for some of the other players to progress, perhaps some of those ones that played in that leasing.com.
Yeah, and obviously we've won all 3 games, so they've equipped themselves well in that tournament. Matt J didn't play last night, so maybe he's going to fill in for Jake Taylor on Saturday. But yeah, that's why you have a squad of players. It's why he's got the young players in and around the first team to fill in those gaps. And gone are the days where you can win the league with 13 or 15 players. You have to have a squad that are able to step in when the going gets tough and when people are on the injury table.
Just finally, we always ask our guests to come up with a prediction. So what's your prediction for Saturday?
I think a gritty, not necessarily pretty, 2-1 to Exeter City.
Exactly.
That's all from Park Life.